Hi there. So we're now on to the end of May, and I'm just going to give you a quick look around the keeder greenhouse at home. As most of you know, we've had some very hot temperatures over the last week, which has been very nice. It could be a bit of a downside to plant growth in greenhouses and polytunnels and what have you, if you haven't got the correct type of ventilation or fan systems and what have you. But what I've done to counteract that temperature is I've opened up the window at the end of the keeder, just on a swivel. I haven't done it properly yet. I haven't had a chance with everything else that short mounts up, but I've improvised for the minute and just pushed the clips and it opens and shuts just enough to let the air flow through and out the door at the other end. Also, the automatic vent opener is functional in the greenhouse as well. One thing I haven't got, that broke when the heater broke a couple of months ago now. That the extractor fan, so the heater was overheating. If you haven't watched my last video, the heater was overheating and it blew the electrics, and everything that was left of that fuse blew as well. So everything that was left of it, in a sense, broke. So I need to replace the fan. To be fair, that fan's about 3 years old now, so it was due a changing anyway. What I am gonna get is a fan that blows out and sucks in. So in the winter, just to keep the condensation down, I put it on a timer every 15 minutes or so. Every 15 minutes, every couple hours throughout the winter. Sorry. But in the summer, ideally want to be blowing the cool air in. That's on the cool side of the greenhouse, which is backed onto a fence. So the sun rises up over the houses and sets in that corner over there. So that's in the shade most of the day. That's the most north-facing side of the, well, it's actually northwest side of the greenhouse. So yeah. Also, I've purchased a big fan from Hydrotech Northeast, which is in Brunswick Industrial Estate. Friends got the unit there, the hydroponic shop. If you haven't already been down, give him a quick visit and pop your head in the door and say hello. He's got some good advice and some cracking plants actually in the shop, just for general veg growers. And also I had the old trusty little desk fan. So ventilation, very important this time of year. Even with all this kit in here, the temperature is getting up to 35.3, averaging at 17, and the lowest it's been is 9, but that'll be like now before I shut the doors and what have you. So yeah, onto the onions. I have had a slight little bit of an issue. So I went away on holiday last week over to Spain, and the system that I'm using is kind of automatic, so it just does its own thing. But what I did before I went away is I changed the feed to canner, and I think I've put too much nitrogen into the onions. So you can see it. This could have happened before I went away. You can see the darken in the leaf, the fruit nodes there. It's just darkened on the front one here, ever so slightly. They all do it, but this is doing it a bit quicker than what I'd have liked it to. But so what I've done to try and counteract it, so you see it's just on basically all of them. The downside of growing like this is you've got to be on top of the feeds and get it all bang on all the time with growing in cocoa. So I need to keep on top of it a bit more. So what I've done to counteract it is I flushed the pots. So basically just put the hose on the top, and just let it run out the bottom for a good 5 minutes. That flushes all the nutrients out, all the soil out. What I did do is I caught the water for 20% of the water that come out, and tested the nutrients that come out just to see what the plant's actually taking up in comparison to what I was putting in, and it was on the high side. So what I've done is I've stripped it all back, flushed it all out, emptied the big tank out, which was quarter full, and refilled it and restarted the plants again. That is an upside to growing like this. If you do make a mistake, you can stop, flush it, start again, and then away we go again, hopefully. And hopefully not enough damage to is done to wreck the season, sort of thing. But I'm not worried about it. They should pick up again within a few days. So the leaves here already are starting to point again. Probably too much nitrogen. The flutes are starting to crink straight away as they come out, just not enough strength in them. So yeah, we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks with the onions. So the nutrient levels that I'm aiming for is 6 pH, between 15 and 1800. But Gareth Hoffgrop, who is the owner of Eco Thrive, has been guiding us along with the nutrients systems and what have you, giving us advice. Also NPK, who helped us out with the kit here, they've also been. So I'm just getting a lot of bits of advice off people, but most of them are saying the same thing about keeping it bang on and just keeping on top of it. So yeah, doing okay so far in the RTA system. I've got 8 to go out there. Some saying that one at the back there, which is, they're currently sitting at 18.5 inches around, which is just about where I'd like them to be for this time of year. That's aiming towards £15 plus, so fingers crossed. So the one at the back there has always been in front. You can't really see it. It's always been in front of all the rest of them. But this one here, it's a lot shorter than the Peter Glazebrook strain. This is a Malcolm Cook from Malcolm Cook strain, and he does have a very low bulbed onion, but they do tend to weigh more. So we'll see what comes of that one. Yeah, we'll see what comes of that one. So on the right here in the greenhouse, I've now brought the leeks down. For you who watch the videos of us down the allotment, will have seen that I had the leeks in the dripper system. Well, I'm not really a fan of that dripper system, to be fair. It wasn't outputting at the far end of the system as what I liked it to be. So I've decided to rig up the rest of the kit that was spare. It's all in bits there, but it's very, very simple to put together, to be fair. And I'm just going to rig it up to 3 drippers a pot down here, and I'm going to put 16 leeks down here, and we'll see what happens with them. So that's it. Couple of bits and bobs I went through there. Yeah, happy with how the onions are growing. Bit mollycoddled, but we'll see what happens in September. Thanks for watching.